Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't recorded a video in so long and I don't want to make any excuses, so I kind of just want to get straight into the video. I'm taking the Modern Renaissance palette on and using a Smashbox crease brush. I believe it's number 10. I'm taking burnt orange just to do the transition shade. And then going in with Realgar, I'm also going to be taking a Morphe B81 brush to just blend everything out, have it look nice as I can. And the reason why this portion is going to be half is because I thought I was going to be cute like those people on Instagram where they have a mask on before, but I looked ridiculous, so I wanted that out. Here I'm taking a Love Letter on a Wet n Wild crease brush, and I'm just going to be doing the same technique I did with Realgar, but I obviously just wanted some pink, to go inside, and not inside, but here I'm just taking that Smashbox brush. I'm going to be going back and forth and blending things out as I go just to make sure everything looks nice. And then here I'm taking Venetian Red on a domed brush. Yeah, it's from Sigma. It is the domed blending brush. It's E43, and I'm just taking red ochre. No, wait, I'm taking Venetian Red. I already said that. I'm taking Venetian Red just to get that in the outer corner. And once again, blending everything out as best as I can. Now I'm going to be taking red ochre, and I'm using a dual fiber blend brush. It is an E41 brush, again from Sigma. And I'm using this because it is very easy for me to not go so harsh because it is a dual blending brush. And I'm just going to take it in the inner corner, but again, not too intense. Going in with raw sienna on a buff and blend brush. It's E39. I'm just going above everything so that way it really just looks nice and there's not, a strict line. You know the deal. Going in with any concealer, I'm taking it's actually a lip brush. It's a Precise Lip Line L06, and I really like using this when I do kind of cut crease looks or looks like this because it's really sharp and squared. So I know I'm doing a round look, but it still gives me that, rounded look even though it's a squared brush. Going in with the Shadow Couture palette, I'm taking my favorite shade, honestly, is Pink Champagne, hands down. I'm just spraying my brush and using a medium sweeper, it's the E54, to apply this. And I'm really trying to just pack on some color right here. I will go back later with that little Precise Lip Line brush to really get that sharp line, so it doesn't really look messy. I want it to look as clean as it can. And obviously, I'm just going back in with Venetian Red and that domed brush and just blending it out on the corners so that way it's not just a harsh line of pink champagne to the outer corner color. It's, gradually going from the shimmer to the matte again. And like I said, I'm just going back in with that little brush to really get it very nice and crisp. And I do wet the brush. It's really tiny, but I still wet it so that way it really gets that foiled look, because that's definitely the type of look that I was going for. Taking Annytude lashes in the style Silly. I'm just going to pop those bad boys off on camera, or off camera, because that's the only way I can. Taking the Mario Badescu spray, I'm just going to use this before I apply any face product. And here I'm taking the NYX Gotcha Covered concealer, and I'm using a Morphe S4 brush to apply this because it is a thick consistency, because it is waterproof also. And I'm just doing this so that way I ensure that it's evenly applied, and I'm just applying this, where you normally apply concealer. And then going in with a Sigma 40 HD Kabuki brush, I'm using this to blend everything out because it has that sharp, it's not sharp, but that shape, so it really gets into, any crevices that I need to blend, like the inner corner and around the nose. Crevices is such a weird word. Going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation, I'm going to just be applying this all over my face with that same brush that I used with the concealer, just to help, get it everywhere where I need it to be. And then going in with the Sigma curved kabuki brush, this is their F83 brush. I love using this for my foundation because I do not get any streaks at all. So I definitely recommend this brush when it comes to applying your foundation. And I know that I'm using a lot of Sigma brushes, but honestly, I just use them because I have them. I'm not getting paid for this at all. But yeah, back to the video. I'm just going to be dragging that down my neck. And then using the NYC Smooth Skin powder, I'm going to just be taking a Real Technique sponge and applying that under my eyes so I can, just start baking. As well as just using it to set my face, and for that I'm using the Lottie London powder brush. And then going in with Benefit Hoola bronzer, I'm going to be taking the Real Technique sculpting brush and just applying this to my cheekbones because it has that nice shape to really get in there and contour as best as I can, or however I'd want it to look. And then just on my forehead, taking NYX Bitten blush. I've never used this before, I'm not sure why, but I'm just taking the Wet n Wild blush brush to apply this, and it's a very pretty blush. I like the way it applied. It wasn't too dark, but it was still pigmented. And then here is the Ciate London Dewy stick in Gleam, and just using my finger to blend it out, which you want to make sure you do. Otherwise, when you set it with another highlighting powder, which you don't have to, it can just be like a line, so you don't want that. And then here I'm taking the Holographic Haul, the Lottie London Shimmer Squad, and I'm taking the shade The BFF. And I love this one. It's a very pretty pink. It's like a subtle pink. It's not like too intense, but I'm just using a Royal Highlight and Glow brush to apply that, which I really love because it's really tiny and it's tapered, so it really just applies very nicely. Going back to the eyes, I'm taking Venetian Red on a Sigma cut crease brush. It's their E62 brush. I'm just applying this onto the lash line as close as I can, just so I can start blending everything out with raw sienna. And this is just a Smashbox dual end brush. That end is a blending brush, and the other side is just a shader brush. And then I'm taking Vermeer, and this I'm just going to be using for my brow bone as well as my inner corner. For my brow bone, I'm taking the Sigma Lash Fan Brush. It's their E04. And then for the inner corner, I am taking their Detailed Lip Brush. It is L04. And then here I'm just taking the DOUCCE Kohl Liner to apply that in my inner corner as well as tight line. And that is the finished eye look. I really love the way it came out. And here I'm just going to set my face with that Mario spray again. Taking DOUCCE, I think it's DOUCCE, I don't know, their Luscious Lip Stain. This is in the shade 606. It's called Steaming Red. Not really sure why, because it is a very pretty berry color, but you know what? That's what it's called. And then the Ciate London Liquid Chrome lip gloss in the shade Luna, just on top of the lip stain. And I love this because it's not sticky and it's very pretty duochrome lip gloss. This is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments or requests down below, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.